my goodness. Najee. Kenny Pickett also. And he banks out. No, oh my, what's going on? Let's go, TD! What the hell was that? Let's go! Baby! Yes! Let's go! Alrighty, Steel Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. When I've got the headphones on, there's a good chance I have a guest. But now my guest, we have we have a formal introduction, and he made this himself. So everyone, please welcome. Wait a minute, hold on, wait. Everyone, please welcome the Arsenal DB, but with his intro. Let's go. What's going on, DB? Yeah.
Good job, Arsenal. Good job. That's my clone.
Giving yourself praise. It's good, man. What's happening? What's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Been seeing all the crazy news with all the coaches. Some coaches getting fired and retiring and all types of stuff.
Tomlin's next, right?
Yeah. If it was up to some of the fans, he probably would be next.
Oh, I saw one the other day on that topic. They want to now bring back Mike Vrabel to the Steelers. And I was like, Tomlin still has a contract. He still has 1 year left. And there could be a chance that they go in to extend his contract. They're not going to bring in Mike Vrabel to be, defensive coordinator? No, he wouldn't. He'll
probably go for head coach spot, most likely.
A coaching job, not go for a DC.
Yeah.
But what was the other news? Who else we lost? Or lost? Sounds like they passed away.
Pete Carroll retired. I don't know if they forced him out onto a move up or it was like his decision. I don't know. He had a speech and stuff, but it might have kind of like been both, a little bit of both, probably.
So Carroll's out, Vrabel's out. The Falcons guy, because he ran his mouth at the coach, he's done.
Like Arthur Smith, he went out there and he got mad at Dennis, the coach Dennis Allen. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess the only logical thing is to get rid of Tomlin because he made the playoff with his team. Like it's really, what are your honest thoughts about getting to the playoffs with this team? And we'll start from there. And then today we're going to go through all the players or most of the players.
It's kind of crazy. Like the team had a lot of expectations. I remember I told a lot of people I was like, I had to wait till the regular season because people was hyped up, in the preseason. We had a lot of hype around us and stuff. And we got jacked up by the 49ers. And then we beat the Browns, but we didn't play the best offense in that series. And then McKinney hit that big game against the Raiders. And then the game I went to against the Texans, we got smoked. And then we've seen some other things that happened, like kept occurring. But we also got to a point where we were 7-4, and then we lost those 3 straight. Now losing to the Cardinals was bad, and the Colts won, but that Patriot one, we should have won that game. That's one that I feel like we could have won that. Like that right there was just terrible. And then after that little stint, we kind of bounced back. And won 3 straight, and now we entering the playoffs with a little steam too. 3 straight wins, back-to-back road victories. So I think the team got a chance on Sunday for sure.
As bad as it was for those 3 really bad losses, I think the people who complain about that should jump on the good train and think, well, we played really well in the 3 wins to get us into it.
Yep.
I saw a lot of comments saying that the Ravens loss, helped us out. Did you know that if the Ravens, if they beat us, we still would have made it because Denver lost?
Oh, yeah. Because we needed. That's true. Yeah, that'd been cool.
So I hear this stuff and that's why, because I do my research on a lot of things, right? And
the football guys wanted us in badly.
Yeah, yes. Because the Denver loss and Jags loss, meaning it didn't matter about the Steelers versus Ravens result. It didn't matter at all.
Yeah.
So therefore, when they say, well, we gifted you a win. Not really. Technically, if we lost, it would have been a different feeling, I think, if we lost the game, then walked in the playoffs, sure. But I reckon they deserve to be there. You reckon they deserve to be there?
Oh, yeah, they earned their spot. If we was in the NFC, we would have clinched the spot by week 17.
Champion,
so,
seed number 1.
we would have clinched the spot already. We've been the 5th seed at least. If it was in the division, we probably would have won one of the divisions over there. But since in the AFC, it's tougher. So if you got 10 wins in the AFC and 5-1 in the toughest division, since it's like 19, like 35 or something. So come on.
Yeah. I think 1930 something. With all teams had a winning record.
Yeah,
all of them.
Because the Bengals, if they was in the NFC, they might have made it actually. So like the conferences is different.
If the Bengals were the NFC, they would have made it for sure because the Buccaneers are 9-8 and they made it.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers.
I think Tampa Bay won a division at 9-8 too. So it was crazy.
Yeah. So, but the thing is too, I saw someone say because I read all these comments on Facebook and stuff like that. A comment I saw was like, "Oh, this is ridiculous. We let the Browns get in front of us for the first time in 35 years. Like, how is that ridiculous? Like, who cares?
It don't matter where you at, as long as you're in the playoffs. Hey, it doesn't matter because you could be the top seed and you can lose in your first match up in the divisional round. You could be the lowest seed and you can win out. So as long as you get in there, that's all that matters.
I trust. I can't say his name because I get banned now. But 46 Christian, he says we deserve to be in playoffs. I think we do. Right, you win the last 3, you get a chance, you're in the dance, and we've got a really good chance, I reckon. You know, have you seen the spread, the line for the Buffalo Bills games? Like
10-point underdogs.
Mate,
yep.
What's going on? Do you reckon that any truth to that? And then we'll start getting to the players. We've got a bit of an idea today.
Yeah, they're not going to beat us by at least double digits. They're not beating us by double digits because it's going to be a snowy game. And you know, Josh Allen's an amazing player. He put up, I think like 45 touchdowns in the season. But he gave you a lot of good, but he gave you some bad too. Had the 18 interceptions. I think he got 6 or 7 fumbles this season, 2 fumble losses. So he had turned the ball over. So all the Steelers have to do is be ready to catch an interception because Josh Allen is very cocky and arrogant in his QB play because he try to put the ball anywhere, kind of like Brett Favre type. Just be ready to catch one. Make something happen.
It reminds me of Brett Favre. If I was gonna ask you a question, right? Because we're a podcast, so I kind of have to. Otherwise, we sit here doing nothing. So I will ask you a question. Who's got the higher percentage rating in passer rating, Josh Allen or Mason Rudolph?
The past 3 games has been Mason. Was he have 115?
Yeah. Oh, so that as well, and also the pass completions. That was what I was trying to get at.
Completions as well. Yeah, and Mason been playing very good. Like he showed us he can go out there and sling it. The Bengals game. He showed that they can go out there and be efficient in the Seahawks game. And then in the game against the Ravens when it's raining and cold, he showed us he can make that one play that we need to win it. To Deontay Johnson, the 71-yard pass. He had Allen Robinson open on a little curl route, but he decided to zip it in there and just made a play.
Right. So Josh Allen has 66.5% completion, and the great Mason Rudolph has 74% completion. And doesn't turn it over. I'd rather take Mason Rudolph with a run game than Josh Allen trying to be risky biscuits all the time and be like a Brett Favre. And he's got 19 interceptions.
Yeah, he has to play Superman type of football because his team needs him. But sometimes he do it too much, though. He'd be like, okay. I hope he do it too much for us, too, as well. He can turn the ball over a few times, some strip sacks. Because he always hold the ball in the pocket with one hand. He don't do that little – you don't hold it with 2 hands. So
he does too.
Easy strip sacks. Yeah, easy strip sacks right there.
Yeah, he definitely walks around. And then I know there's no TJ Watt, and people will say, well, actually, no, there's 2 more things I want to get into before we get into the actual idea of the show. And the idea of the show, we're going to go through the positions, choose one player who's got to step up, quarterback, running back, all that kind of stuff. But 2 things I want to ask you about, and that is thoughts on TJ Watt missing this game. Does it really matter? What are your overall thoughts for this?
Of course, not having the DPOY hurts a lot, but when you go out there and sign guys, Golden had double-digit sacks before. He played with the Giants. He played with the Cardinals. He had some good seasons there. And then also Herbig, who's been learning on the wide. We've seen every time he get in the game, I think he got 3 sacks this season. He got a forced fumble. He got a strip sack as well. Yeah, in recovery. So he plays very feisty. He might not be the same size as Wyatt, but he's quick and fast. Like he can bend lower than some of those old linemen can kind of get down to. And he might make some plays. So I think TJ Watt, him not being out there hurts. But when you have Alex Highsmith and you sign some depth and you draft well, you should be able to manage.
Yeah, and I agree with what J-Devil says here. To me, it's the best O-line depth we've had in a long time. I'm not as worried about this game than I would be. Did you see that thing about Watt and the All-Pro team? He didn't make that.
Oh yeah, that was the players All-Pro team. I think so he didn't make that one. They voted Crosby and Garrett. Maybe TJ Watt not loved by his fellow players.
Well, I know that Pro Football Focus run by Chris Collinsworth, the Bengals had never won Super Bowl. By the way, the Buffalo Bills have never won 2. They're 0-4 and back to back. Is that 5? Almost 5.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot. It is crazy to me because he's not talked about now to be any of those things. I hope he wins it. I hope he wins the Defensive Player of the Year. So you think we'd be good without him? I think so too. Another thing that got brought up today was this signing. I couldn't believe he's back. Steelers signed punter Australian
Brad Wing. Well, that might be a good signing, actually. A great signing.
You reckon? They'll use him?
Yeah, they should. Because I love Harvin as a person, his story and stuff. But him as a punter, he's too inconsistent. A lot of inconsistencies. And it seemed like 25. I think last week he had a 28-yard punt on one of those plays. I'm like, he sometimes I don't know if he get in his own head. Does he have opportunities where you go out there and make a good punt, and then sometimes he have those stinkers. He'd be like, what's going on? We should just throw the ball on 4th down, through Hail Mary or something.
Yeah, you could throw it 50 yards and hopefully they pick it off.
Yeah.
My only thing is with this signing is I think with the practice squad you can have as many people as you like. I heard have you heard that?
I think it's weird. I thought it was up to at least 10, right? You can have as many people you want.
In the playoffs, you can have. It might be open to more people.
Oh, in the playoffs, yeah. The playoffs, yeah.
Yeah. And you can elevate people as many times as you want to. Anyways, I saw this signing and I thought there's only one way he gets on the field, and that's if we win the game and Harvin sucks. They're not going to put Brad Wing on. I don't think they're going to replace him this week, right? So you'd have to win the game and then also see some bad snaps from Harvin and then play next week versus the Ravens. Could happen.
Yeah, because they're not going to have 2 punters on the roster. Yeah,
no,
taking up 2 spots. Yeah, they're not doing that.
There's no way. So I know some people want him to play, but it's like he dead set could just be if they win the game and he plays badly, then next week they might play him versus the Ravens, right? But if we lose the game, then Brad Wing might not even be there next week. I said next year.
He got a free paycheck.
He's back, mate. I never liked him from at the start. I thought he had a really big ego and stuff like that. But I've read his story now, and I think because we're good mates. But he was an Australian that went over there. I think when he was 19 to LSU, and he's doing all right. His family and stuff like that, he's okay. But when he first came out, I thought he had a really big ego. But that's just like one of those Aaron Rodgers. It's like if Aaron Rodgers was a punter.
Yeah, I'm like, a punter can't have that much ego. I'm like, hey, you're a punter. I know punting is great, but you're a punter. There's only one Pat McAfee. And you don't see too many punters that have their own shows and stuff, so it ain't gonna happen too often. So
the Jordan Berry and Brad Wing show.
Yeah.
You never know. All right, I've already wasted 13 minutes, which is great. It's a good content. Let's get into what we're going to talk about today, and that is we're going to go through position by position with the offense and defense, and we both need to choose one player. We can choose the same player, and then talk about that player, how they need to show up, step up, and all those kind of things. And I will start with quarterback. You can choose anyone you like. You can't choose Trace McSorley. He's got cut. For some reason he was cut too. But out of the 3 quarterbacks, who's got to step up the most to win this game? And you can choose anyone you want.
I'm choosing Rudolph. I'm not gonna make the mistake that media lady made the mistake to ask Tomlin. No, that was funny.
What was that?
You know, the lady that asked Tomlin about the depth chart.
Yeah. He must be.
So would it make you happy if I said so?
Yeah. He must be over it, man. It's not that big of a deal. I think he could come out and say Mason's quarterback number 1. I don't know why he doesn't, but does it really matter? They're playing quarterback number 3.
I think Mason just has to put away he's been playing this entire time and just keep doing what you got to do. Protect the ball, because last game he had some fumbles. Like the ball was slipping out and stuff. It's gonna be snowy this game too. You know, sometimes when the snow starts to melt a little bit, it can get slippery. So you go out, as long as the snow stay fluffy out there, then you probably be good. But if it's starting to melt a little bit,
snowing for sure, because it's meant to be really cold, right? Like
they said, light snow and 23 degrees.
23, what's that?
And 20 miles per hour wind as well. So it'll be very windy. You know, Buffalo Stadium has that little enclosure, so it's gonna be like they stadium hard to throw in when it's windy because it's got that little enclosure that kind of makes it tough. So
yeah, right. And the Chiefs game is going to be the coldest game in a long time, isn't it?
Chiefs, I think he said it was 0 degrees. I think so.
Sheesh, that 0? That's
0 degrees.
That's like, hold up, hang on. You guys alive? That's like
that's like when it's cold. When it's so cold outside, you have to turn around when the wind blowing. That type of cold right there.
You just don't go outside. You just stay inside.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Rudolph too. I think he's got to step up out of all the guys in the quarterback room. It's Rudolph's team now until the very end. If you're Team Kenny or Team Rudolph, it doesn't really matter. We should just be Team Pittsburgh and see what happens. But he's the guy until the end, until it all falls over, until we win the Super Bowl, and we never know what's going to happen. It would be great to see him have a great story and finish strong.
Nick Foles, Rudolph.
he's got to step up. If he plays the same way he's playing, it's fine. That was an easy one. We couldn't say the other quarterbacks because you probably won't see them unless something happens.
Yeah, I don't want to see the third guy for sure.
No,
I rather than pick if all the quarterbacks fall and get injured, I rather than put Najee at quarterback to play. And see Mitch.
We still have Zach Gentry. Is he still there? No.
He's in the practice squad. He might be still around. I don't know.
Nah, he's not there. He's a Bengal.
Not there.
I think.
Oh dang.
What about Allen Robinson? Can he throw? Maybe he can throw.
I
Surely
don't know,
someone besides Mitch. Nah.
It would be somebody. Maybe Pat Fryermuth can throw a little bit. He is 6'5".
He's not doing anything else. He doesn't catch anymore. All right, we'll get into that. What about the running backs? What running back? And you know what's funny? Which running back you think needs to step up? And I'll tell you something. I'll tell you a fact after.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. I would say Warren because of the fumbles, but I'm gonna pick Najee Harris. I need him to be the Polar Express in the snow and just run through everybody. Just keep running and running, and like 180, maybe 200 rushing yards, 30 attempts just downhill. No dancing around the line like James Brown. Just go straight downhill and just get through the gap.
Yeah, dead set. No, I'm gonna go the same thing as well. I'm gonna go Najee as well. I think out of all the blokes, he needs to step up. Did you know that the funny thing is though, with the running backs, there's been no one else who has run the ball at the running back position besides those two. I'm pretty sure McFarland has maybe run it once, and
I don't think
Buka never ran it.
I don't think McFarland got one handoff. I guess he got one, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
McFarland he was always hurt. Yeah,
that's I read. Najee has run it 255 times, Warren 149, and that's it. They're the two running backs. That's all the players have run it. So you've never even seen a third down running back like McFarland when he was in there before he got cut. Now he's on the squad. Or do you ever see Goodwin Iwebuike run it? So I'm just saying it's 1-2 punch. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need right there. All you need is Najee and Warren. And Warren, you got to hold the ball. Hold the ball, please.
I think he'll be right. I think he'll be fine. Yeah. He'll learn from that. And also, we didn't lose the game too, so it was kind of good. But I'm going Najee as well. I think he's going to step up more than Warren. I think Warren's have a good game. But what about receiver? You got to choose one receiver out of like the 5 that we use. What about the receiver? Who's got to step up there?
I know GP on the ball, but I need Denton Johnson I think I need him to step up and just go out there and just play his game. Because I know it's snowing out there, the conditions. And sometimes he have opportunities. Sometimes he'd be like might drops with stuff. Of course, his drop rate has decreased, of course, throughout the past few years and stuff. But I need him to go out there and just be that 1A, maybe a 1B type of guy on the other side of GP and go out there and just ball out.
So you're going GP?
I'm going on DJ.
Wait, who?
Deontay Johnson, DJ.
I thought you said BJ.
No. DJ.
Easy, mate. Family audience. Quick firework break, guys. Be right back. Oh, Jay. Yeah.
DJ like a DJ.
It's really hot today in Australia. I'm like, maybe I heard it wrong. Sorry, the whole time I was checking out because I was reading something else. So I was like half paying attention. So I do apologize. I thought you were talking about Pickens. But no, I actually think too that in this game, I think DJ will step up too. I think he's the kind of guy that if he gets in rhythm and works with Rudolph and connects and gets 5, 6, 7 catches, yards and things like that, dude, I think this game can be wide open because it allows them to go to Pickens. Like Pickens is the big play guy too. But if DJ gets comfortable and they've got a good rapport, they already do anyway with first downs and not making silly plays where he runs backwards, catches and do the right thing, I think that receiver, DJ's going to be awesome as well. All right, let's go into tight ends. Who's the tight end you need to show up?
Firemouth. Firemouth has 32 catches this year, no drops, of course, and 2 touchdowns. Really? He had those drops. They had it earlier today. They showed the stats. He had 32 catches, no drops.
Yeah, right.
Which is surprising. I could have sworn he dropped at least one. Unless they didn't count those as drops, they count those as pass breakups, I guess. So I don't know.
I swore it was thinking of BJ Finney.
BJ Finney.
Yeah, I'm like halfway.
And Muth got to step up though. Muth got to step up.
They're not using him, are they? They're just not going that direction. Like they passed to him once or twice last week. The game plan doesn't seem to be going towards a tight end. And Mason.
Because I don't know if he's still injured now. I don't know if he's like 100%. Maybe he's not 100%, but like they got to find a way, at least in the red zone, to use him because like he a mismatch like to anybody.
Yeah, but then they keep handing the ball off to Najee and Warren, and they run the ball out from 10 yards. You know what I mean? Like they're going to get it done like that too. So I'm going to go a different direction. I'm going to go Darnell Washington. I think he's played great as a blocker. I want to see him as a receiver too, but I think he's going to be fun to watch in this game. Playoff environment, a big fella, huge bloke, and he's going to make lanes for Warren or Najee. And when they run like those 3 tight end sets with him, Muth, and Hayward, Hayward's a smaller dude, but he's very physical. So I'm going to go Darnell Washington has a big game in this game. I want to see him getting the clear because I think him running on full speed would be fun to watch. But they never get
that'd be cool. Like him, like a down the field, like a block, hit on somebody.
Just get
and the Bills' defense is banged up too as well.
They are.
Yeah, they missed some linebackers. You know, and Tre'Davious White, he's been injured the entire. I think like since week 5, he tore his ACL again. So they missing the cornerback. They missed some guys.
They've already won the game. Half the Bill sites I go to, they've already won the game. So it's like we're nothing. So you've got Freiermuth. I've got Washington there, number big 80. I think he'll have a big game in blocking, and he always does. And just give me 1 or 2 catches, and I just want to see him run over someone. You need one of those plays. You remember the Vance McDonald play or Najee last week with the stiff arm? It's something like that to fire the crowd up and fire the team up. I think something like that goes well. All right. How do you want to tackle the offensive line? Do you want to do position by position, or you just want to choose?
It's only one person. Mason Cole. That's the only person that has to step up. Mason Cole. All I need him to do just put the ball in Mason's hands. Only all that, but Mason got to catch like Odell and all that stuff. Like put the ball in his hands, and just let him go out there.
You said
he gonna tear. Yeah, the Odell catch the ball. He gonna tear Mason on pet. Trying to do that. I'm like, come on, man. Put the ball right there so he can deliver it.
It's either like that or it's like the fumble with Cameron Newton where he didn't pick it up. You know, it goes right to the ground. You know what I mean? That's like what it's like, it's never in the middle. I've never seen that. I've never seen Mason Cole throw the football in the middle. It's up here or down low. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm pretty keen though to see. We won't go through all. We'll name 2 players. I'm keen to see. I think Broderick Jones step up again, and also Isaac Marlowe. What about another player?
Broderick Jones gonna be his first time playing the cold. I think because he's playing in Georgia, so it's always hot and stuff. So they're gonna be different too. But Dan Moore, make sure he gotta stay steady. He has his moments where he's playing very well. Then sometimes he has moments like his last game. It's the Ravens where he let guys that come in there hitting Mason left to right. So hopefully he plays better. Now, I want to tackle your quarterback. Oh, you can go right ahead and tackle him.
So I've seen that work in movies though. What's the movie? Is it like The Replacements or The Water Boy where they let them through, they throw the ball with their face mask and it hits off their head and they catch and run for TD? Like, why can't we see that? It happens in movies. I got a question for you while we do a bit of the intermission for the next part of the defense. How many picks does Jack Allen throw? Josh Allen? 2, 3?
I'm gonna say 1 pick, but he's gonna fumble the ball twice. 2 fumble losses. He gonna hold the ball too long. He'll try to do some crazy thing like, oh no, why? I can hold the ball a long time. Yeah, he'll hold the ball too long. I think he threw 1 pick though. Minka gonna get 1.
I want to see someone steal. I want to see like Nick Herbig steal the football from him. You know, that'd be cool too. Keanu Benton, you know what I mean? Like Keanu Benton, big bear hug and steal it from him, like that. I don't know if you were here the other day, but I said I messed up 2 movies. I said Remember the Placements with Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. Remember the Placements. I know the Replacements was like a cartoon on Disney Channel. The Replacements.
No, you remember you know the movie. What is it? Remember
the Titans.
Remember the Titans, and the other movie, The Replacements. So I put two together because someone asked me when I became a fan. I always go back to those movies, Waterboy, and I was like, remember the placements? I'm like, that's not a movie. It's the two together. This is Keanu Reeves. Oh man! So it goes to show whatever I say on the internet kind of stays here, and it's right back at you.
The internet is undefeated. You can say one thing, and they be like, "No, last week you said this." Blah.
Yeah, I forget. That's why half the time when I make up scores, I'm trying to stick with now 20, 27, 23 for my final score, because otherwise I just keep making up new scores every week, every time on a podcast.
All I say is Steelers going to win. They're going to have more than the Bills.
More?
They're going to have more points than the Bills.
7-6.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take a 3-0 win.
Yeah, I'll take it too. I'll take a 2-0 win.
Yeah.
How's the way you can get there's a way you can get 1 point. Forget how you do it. I think there's a way you can get 1 point. I got a feeling that I'm sure of it. Maybe I'm thinking something else.
A free kick, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, it might be something like that. There's a certain way when they're going for, I can't remember. There is a way you can get it, unless I'm like completely lost my mind. But it might be a free kick somehow where you get a field goal.
Like a 75, 85-yard kick. So that'd be crazy.
Or is there a way you can? I think it's like when they're going for a safety, right? And then you knock it out of your end zone at the back or something like that. Is that in college?
It might be college rules. Cause I don't think in the NFL. I think you get the ball, but you just get like I think it's deemed a safety. If the ball fought the end zone, but you only get 2 points for that. Yeah. And if you intentionally hit it, I don't think it counts.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's something like I might be making it up, but where one team's going for the two, then you intercept that ball, run all the way down to the field, and then you fumble it for a touchback, and it gets you 1 point. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be. There's something like that. Some obscure rule. But I like the 3 point thing too, the free field goal. All right, let's get into some defense. I could be totally wrong there. Let's start with the D-line. Anyone on the D-line?
The D-line, I'm going to say, of course, Cameron Benning, the rookie, the first time in the playoff game, a big atmosphere on the road. He's been playing real good too, real good football the past. It's been the past 8 weeks ever since he got to start, really. And you don't have to step up, of course. In the regular season, you can play at a good level. But in the playoffs, you got to bring your play to like another level. That's how to create the great players and the legends and all the great stories and stuff. So Cameron Benning gonna have to step up a little bit and make some plays and try to cause some havoc and stop the run and all that stuff. Because the Bills will try to run the ball with James Cook. James Cook is fast and shifty, but he fumbled the ball a lot. He fumbles. And Leonard Fournette is a power running back, but he's not the same playoff Lenny he was a few years ago. So I feel like Cameron Benning should do a good job in getting down there and making some plays.
Well, the Bills have fumbled it 9 times. So Cook 3 times, Allen 5, like you said, so 9 times in total. I agree with you there, but I'm going to go with a different direction. I'm going to go with Cameron Hayward. I think it was near his last year, maybe next year. See what happens. I think he steps up in a leadership point, in a vocal point, and also on the field too. I think we'll see a big game from Cameron Hayward. Alrighty, let's go into outside linebackers. It's a good one, a very good one.
It got to be Herbert because actually. I'm gonna say Highsmith. I'm gonna say Highsmith because Highsmith is supposed to be that next guy. Of course, he's not TJ Watt, but he had 14.5 sacks last year. I think this year he had about 7 or 8.
Let me see. Yeah, something like that. More pass rush too this year.
Yeah.
Where is it? I can't believe TJ Watt had 19. He's getting no love. It's unbelievable. It doesn't say. Hang on. Hold up. 7.
Okay, and a few of those are strip sacks. He had one against Lamar. He had a pick. I think he had a strip sack against Deshaun Watson. He had one against there's somebody else. He had one against. Geno Smith. The Geno Smith one, I think. So he had a few strip sacks in the year too.
He said 2 forced fumbles, a TD, interception. Remember that one versus the Browns? 2 interceptions and tackle for a loss. He's stepped up. But even Marcus Golden's had 4 sacks. So he's
4 sacks. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He had 2. He had 2 last game, right? I think he had 2.
I think so. Yeah, and he had a fumble recovery too when was it Mark Robinson or Eric Rowe punched it out?
No, Mark Robertson came downhill. Yeah, had that. Yeah, but yeah, I think Hosman got to step up. That's going to be his game. Of course, his sack number is not the same as was last year, but he made some big plays this year. Remember the plays?
See, they don't forget. The internet doesn't forget. You make one mess up. You call out one wish kid for a joke and a bit, and the internet never forgets. And it was funny. I hope he's doing well, and it was funny to me. But oh man, the internet never forgets. Oh goodness,
it got to be Highsmith though. It got to be Highsmith. Yeah. No, that's his game. That's his type of game right here.
What if it's not? What if he doesn't step up? You think we're in a bit of trouble?
I don't think so, because this is his first playoff game, right? I think it's his first playoff game.
He wasn't there during the Chiefs 3 years ago. No,
was he there? Yeah, he might have been there. I think he was there, right?
He was drafted in 20. I'm sure he was. Hang on, hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, 3 years. So
yeah, he was there.
Been. He was there.
I think
was he a starter? I think he was a starter close to the end of that year, so he really didn't have the full experience. But I guess it wouldn't be too bad if he doesn't show up. But you'll hope he'll show up because they paid him some good money, so you'll hope he be able to step up.
4 years he was there.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. So he had 14 sacks last year, and then Big Ben was 2020, right? Or 2021? No, 2021.
2021, 2022 years, yeah.
But he played. Don't know how well. But I'm gonna go with Herbig though. I think Herbig needs to step up. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be able to make those comments. They're pretty bad. That's the off season, folks. Man, the off season's crazy. The off season, it's the season's over. We're all it's kind of like a lot of pressure now for us Steelers. A lot of fun, the playoffs, but in the off season, anything can happen. So I'm gonna go with Herbig, man. I think he's. You know what the good thing about Herbig is? He plays teams. He's been playing all year in pretty good health. He's got his 2 sacks or 2 or 3, whatever he has. And it's like now you've got a fresh man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's kind of fresh. Same with Golden too. They're both fresh. Like they're coming off they play teams, but they're ready to go. Like those two blokes, Golden and Herbig, should be up and ready for this game.
It should go because they have I don't think some games they might not have played it at all sometimes because TJ Watt not really coming out the game too often. He might come out for a breather here and there, maybe for a snap or two, but they're probably anxious and excited to get a chance, opportunity to go out there and prove something. So they could go out there and make some noise. At least I think the team should at least be able to get at least 4 sacks because Josh Allen will run into a few. So at least 4 sacks. Yeah.
How many tackles for a loss do you think Nick Herbig has? This might shock you.
Let me see. At least 5?
5, yeah, 5. And I think the sacks are different too. So he has 5 tackles for a loss, which means that they're just behind line of scrimmage. And also the sacks are counted different, I'm pretty sure. So he has 8 behind line. You know what's funny too? No one really talks about that. Cameron Hayward's has brought up before where tackle for a loss is like a sack.
Oh, yeah, I seen them on the him and Cam Jordan talking about that on the little podcast. Yeah.
TJ has 19 for a loss and 19 sacks. What's that? 38 behind the line of scrimmage. And no one's talking about that. Like, it's crazy.
Just the year when he had the record, they said that Tyler Huntley ran up. It's tackle for a loss. He's a runner. I'm like, no, he's still behind the line of scrimmage. He's the quarterback, so that should be a sack. They call it this regular tackle behind the line of scrimmage. I'm like, okay.
We have 83 in total. 83 times they didn't get behind. They didn't get over the line. But then what they do is on a 2nd and 12 or a 3rd and 15.
I hate those 3rd and 15 plays. I always feel every time I see one, I'm like, man, I'd rather have a 3rd and 1 than 3rd and 15 because I feel like something's gonna happen. Be like, oh man, wide open. Patrick Peterson didn't turn around or something happened like that. Levi Wallace missed him.
It's like Levi Wallace is facing his own goal line like this way, putting his hands up like this, like running backwards.
He lined up turn around, Levi. Oh. He thought he was doing a trust fall. I know he's playing football.
He's playing receiver out there. There's something about it. There's something about 3rd and 17, 3rd and 16 where it should be out. It should be out of there.
Yeah.
They keep going, oh man. Oh, it gets me. Where was it then? So inside linebacker. Who's gonna step up there?
I'm gonna say Mark Robinson. He played very good last game. He had the forced fumble and he had the big sack where he blitzed in there. They're not the best in coverage because that's not their style. They're more downhill types. Him and Landon Roberts. But I think Mark Robinson, he got to step up. He's gonna step up in this game right here and make some plays and do something at least. Like I'm hoping for at least a turnover, get like a forced fumble, a big kick. Cause he hit hard because he came down through that gap and laid the hit on Melvin Gordon. I was like, man, that's a nice hit. Yeah. With the shoulder pad or the helmet by the ball, so he can kind of like fumble the ball out a little bit. Good tackle.
He plays well in this kind of weather too. In the last 2 games, he played against the Cleveland Browns and Ravens last year, really physical. And then also last game versus the Ravens, always seems to play them tough the way they like to play. I'm going to go with Roberts, Atlanta Roberts. I think he's had a great season. He's had, guess. I know I'm doing a lot of stats, but it's near the end of the year. Guess how many tackles he's had?
At least what, 80?
101.
101. I mean, he's a true Steeler. He got a bad shoulder, man. And his interviews are the best too. He's a true Steeler right there. Did
you hear the one about? He said one of the reporters was like, might have been Brian Batko or someone. I don't know who it was. It was like, by the way, how was the weather outside? He's like, all right, I play football and you report. He's like, did the weather bother you out there? He's like, nah, man.
Yeah, but by week 18, by week 16, the players and the coaches are fed up with the media. They don't want to hear anything else. They're done with the media now.
But he used to be. I think Roberts he's been a Super Bowl champion on the team. He was special teams for the Patriots last few years. So he understands that physicality and how to be a professional. And he handled himself so well in the media. I think some of his comments to him like, yeah, I'm a true Steeler. And you look at that. You look at it like his play. Is 101 tackles, 2.5 sacks, tackles for a loss 10, pass deflections 2, and the rest are empty. But still, that amount of work, and he got injured. Yeah. He tore his bicep, and he played the next week after.
Yeah, had to put the brace on there and just go out there.
Yeah, he's like, I'm playing.
So my legs still work.
He going out there. Actually, what was that?
So my legs still work, so I'm going out there.
Just tackles with no arms like this?
Yeah, all you gotta do is throw your body into him, just jump.
Well, it's like Minka. Minka's the same way.
Yeah,
he has a club on his hand.
I think Minka might become a coach when he finished playing. Yeah, he felt like he had that like that kind of aura to be like a coach.
Did you see the way he pointed to Armand Watts when I think Armand Watts was celebrating the what do you call it? Armand Watts was celebrating the sack or something, and Minka's like, "Get out there! Like go for the last 40 seconds, get off."
Yep.
You know. Yeah, that's right. Dante is the dean of students. So if you guys even need to walk around the facility at HTU, and by the way, DB has quit the university. He's moved on to higher things.
I'm on academic probation.
What does that mean? Is that you just on leave?
That's what I'm thinking. A person's failing their class. I'm academic probation.
So I'm not even sure what my university would look like. I feel like it'd just be a bunch of football stuff. There's a lot of fields.
Where's the classrooms? The field is the classroom.
Yeah, true. But maybe like even like some science. You know, I didn't mind. Do you ever like science when you blow shit up?
Yeah, science. No, environmental science. No, biology. Biology, we just dissect the
fire. Like you get the fire in the Bunsen burners, and you get like the gas in the garbage bag, and the teacher's like lights it on fire, and he goes, woof, you know, that kind of stuff.
They did that occasionally, but most of the time we did like environmental stuff. So we was doing stuff like growing plants and dissecting things. Most time. They didn't let us blow anything up.
Really? Must be an Australian thing. We were playing with they get the Bunsen burner out and like, and make sure you heat the water to this. We just start burning things. we just burn whatever we could. They give you like a box of matches, and you return it'd be none left. It'd be 0 left. Bad. Speaking of matches, what are your thoughts on? What a bad segue. Steelers versus Bills. Nah, let's get into the last one. That is safety. This probably actually middle linebacker and safety are the two positions that is incredible. We didn't even bring up Miles Jack.
I forgot Miles Jack. And Miles Jack was on the couch. He was chilling, vacationing. He turned the channel and probably saw that they said, "Oh, the Steelers have signed Miles Jack. They signed me." And they hit where my jacket at? Where my stuff at? He didn't know he was playing for the Steelers. And he went out there. He been playing pretty good too, stepping up, making some plays. He missed a sack. I remember one play he got in there. He blitzed in. He had a guy. He got slung off a little bit, but he didn't make some plays though, here and there.
I hope it was like that. I hope he was just hanging out at his house, managing his hockey team. He has a hockey team, and he also was a plumber or something. And he's sitting on the couch going, "Oh, the Pittsburgh Steelers have signed. Who they signed now? Oh, me." The agent's like, "Oh, by the way, I thought I told you." He's like, "No, you didn't tell me." But he's playing well. He's come back and he's won 3 in a row or something like that. He's been there before. He led the tackles last year. Devin Bush was playing 2-hand touch, so he couldn't play. Didn't work out. But now you have someone like Roberts and him next to him. Michael Walker, I think he's been a guy too that's been getting picked on a little bit in coverage, but he's stepped up from the practice squad. It's always funny at this time of the year, seeing all the numbers are weird. Like 38 reminds me of Jalen Samuels. 16 that Miles Jack's wearing is Charlie Batch. You know what
17 remind me of what's his name? The receiver.
Or Eli Rogers.
Eli Rogers, yes.
Yeah. He's 17 with Trenton Thompson. I think he's been in there a little minute. So and Eric Rowe, we'll get to him soon. But Eric Rowe, the safety, wears 25.
Yeah, they say his nickname. They call him Death Row.
Yeah, I've got that one.
That was a good one.
I was like, dude, this is epic. Oh wait, that's Mike Madden. Sorry.
He had a punch out too. I think a forced fumble, punch out. Was nice.
This one was informed by Elena Roberts that Eric Rowe's nickname is Death Row.
That's a great one.
Like, come on, man, you can't get better than that. All right, let's talk some safeties. What about safeties? Who's going to step up?
I know Minka going to ball out. It's Minka, of course. Minka going to ball out. I would say KZ. Just make sure he can because he going to deliver some hits. And he got some good hands as well. He can go out there and catch too, but just make sure it's stay between the line of today's game because we can't risk losing him again. The depth is crazy. I think is Cal O'Neal isn't playing. He's still injured.
Yes, I think he's on IR, and I think that Trenton Thompson also moved to IR.
Oh,
so they got 3 safeties.
I think Pat P was playing safety last game, so I don't know if he's still playing safety or he's gonna be in the slot, but. You got to make sure to step up and don't risk yourself getting DQ'd from the game.
It's even Miles Killebrew talked about it because he was playing teams, right? And he got voted for the Pro Bowl, but he was playing more nickelback stuff like that and dime, and he was talking about everyone stepping up. Like, doesn't matter. And I think the guy that haven't been playing as much is Elijah Riley for some reason, but they've been playing maybe because Rowe's been stepping up because the way he tackled the tight ends last week was insane.
Yeah,
the running backs in the middle of the field was just.
He came from the Patriots, so they all about fundamentals.
He did too from the
from the Patriots, yeah.
So him and Roberts.
Roberts too. I think Roberts was on the Dolphins last year, but he played for the Patriots the year before. I think the years before.
Are you saying that Bill Belichick's going to come over to take Mike's job? Is that what you're saying? That's how
definitely not.
Patriots. That's how the people would start to turn this podcast. Like 2 fellas talked about, and the rumor is,
I don't know why they hate Coach Tomlin so much. They give him all the blame, even though if you look at some of the resumes, I'm like, they talk to him. He wasted Big Ben years. I'm like, no, he did not. Big Ben wasted his own years. He had 28 picks in those 23 playoff games. I'm like, come on.
Let's remember, it's fucking hard to win a game.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hard to win a playoff game. So all this stuff about wasting years, and I think too, a lot of the Tomlin guys who don't like him as much, and they're kind of in a funny position. Because if they say that Tomlin's a bad coach, this and this, well, you either got to say, well, is this a really good team? If it's a really good team, then it's Mike Tomlin's fault. If it's a really bad team, then Mike Tomlin should get credit.
Yeah, they always contradict themselves like that. They'd be like, the team sucked. And you'd be like, why are they 10-7 then? Because Coach Tomlin got them there. Nah, Coach Tomlin sucked. Yeah. The team just better. I'm like, nah. even though Kevin Colbert, he screwed Coach Tomlin the past 5 years. Some of those draft picks was a little bad. Those draft picks he had, he was taking some guys. Jarvis Jones, those past few years he had Jarvis Jones and Bud Dupree was all right, but injury prone. Sean Davis, Artie Burns, all those guys was come on.
But those
early picks too.
They want us to win Super Bowl this year, and I hope we do go on a bit of a run. Same time, you have no middle linebackers. You have now TJ Watt out with your best defensive player. The defense has the Minka with a club in a foot. Roberts has been hurt. Everyone's been hurt, right? And then you still want him to win. I want everyone to win too, but there's a lot of pressure on Mike to win and say, it's going to be 5 in a row. But there's more circumstance and actual things behind that as the players we've been going through than just saying this team should win. This team is outsiders. This team right now is like $5 to win or minus 11 points.
Yep.
And if we win it, Mike Tomlin gets no credit, but if we lose it, he gets ran out of
all
town.
all the blame. Yeah. Now, if we find a way to win this, I like our chances because I'm not scared of the Ravens.
So
I'm not scared of the Ravens. The Ravens they got to put some fear in me. I don't fear the Ravens, but if we can pass this Bills game, that'd be good.
Browns beat Texans, and we versus the Browns. Maybe I don't know. In the chat, look, if we win this game, we'll talk in the end too. But we win this game, there could be a chance that they have a real good shot beating the Ravens. They've already beaten twice. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, it's really hard. It's really hard to win games. That's why it's going to mean so much when we beat the Bills and when we beat. Imagine, dead set. Imagine if the Pittsburgh Steelers won the Super Bowl with Mason Rudolph.
That one caused a lot of controversy because he'd be like, I would love it, of course. I don't care who the quarterback is to win the Super Bowl, but if Mason win the Super Bowl, that'd be the greatest story. We need to get a movie of Mason, the Mason Rudolph story. And just have it played through. Have some. I don't know who would play Mason. Maybe you can find one of the old Superman actors to play Mason in the movie, and just put him in there. And then that'd be a cool story right there, though. I think if Mason win the Super Bowl, that'd be nice.
I'm just saying, like all the people would say, like fire Tomlin, and I'm saying the ones who don't have anything in the back or behind them. But you couldn't never say fire Tomlin ever again because he won with Mason Rudolph and guys like Miles Jack off the couch or Eric Rowe or Roberts. You know, those dudes.
Imagine that Mason Rudolph getting the $100 million contract after the win.
Signed like 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't hate. I've been a Mason guy since he's ever been drafted. I love Mason. He's cool. Played by his brother's an actor. There you go. You know that?
Oh, brother, actor? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's an actor. All right. I think did we do safety yet? No, we didn't. What about safety? Did we say that? I can't remember.
Oh, we did safety. We didn't do cornerback. Corner.
Oh, you said Kazi though, right? Well,
yes, a KZ. Yeah, KZ. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Eric Rowe. Is going to step up because I think he'll be in there. I think Kazi will be in there, and so will Minka. And yeah, what about cornerback?
Cornerback. I was supposed to say JPJ. You know, a rookie going to go against Stephon Diggs. Diggs hasn't been the same Diggs entire season. I think GP has more receiving yards than Diggs. So Diggs had been a little up and down, but he's still Stephon Diggs.
Close.
He's still that guy. So you got to go out there and guard him on an island in the snow. And, you know, Josh Allen, he'd throw it. He'd be double coverage, triple coverage. He'd throw it. You just turn around and see the ball in the air. But, oh, man, Josh Allen throw it. He'll give you a chance. He'll throw the ball in the air. So you got to be ready at all times when you're playing against guys like that. So I think JPJ, if you go out there and play physical with Diggs and do what he's been doing the entire season, I think he'll do a good job and step up.
His last interception last week, he threw the ball and Diggs went to the right hand side and was going straight to the opponent. So he goes his way all the time. In that reference to the yards, so Diggs has 43 yards extra and 3 TDs more than Pickens.
A few extra, okay.
Yeah, only 43 yards extra. I've got a question here by Garth Woodson. It says, is Mason QB1 next year if he plays the game if they even lose? Thoughts?
Now, if they win this playoff game, now, if they lose a playoff game, but he plays like very good football, you might have that debate. But if they win this game, I think you have to figure out something, especially if Mason win the playoff game, and if he find a way to get past the divisional round too, that's definitely going to be a lot of controversy because Mason's a free agent, so you have to pay him some money as well. We've seen Daniel Jones, who won one playoff game, get paid $40 million a year. So I don't think Mason asked for that to be that much like that. It might be around maybe $8 to $10 million a year, but you got to kind of like assess the situation. Probably cut Mitch, and you got to see, okay, Kenny, do we keep Kenny around, or do we want to make it like Mason, you're our guy. We're going to eliminate distractions and get rid of Kenny. So there'd be a lot of questions you got to answer. It'd be too many like that. That'd be a crazy little story right there.
If I was Mason Rudolph, I'd say Mike Tomlin, take me out for wings. That's what I'd say. you took out who's the other bloke you took out for wings? Kenny
Pickett and Malik Willis.
Yeah, took out. Well, I'd say take me out for wings and we'll talk because he's in a position now where he can come back to the Steelers because they'll probably want him for a contract. But also he might go to another team because he's a free agent. You know, some of the fan base, not the guys in the chat, but some of the fan base I see on the internet with the Facebook, which some of them can be really bad. They think that we have like his contract. We don't. Like once we lose, we'll win.
Got a 1-year deal.
It's a 1-year deal. So he could sign pretty much anywhere he wants to. And I would say teams like, I don't know, not the Jets, but like I don't know, like
the Raiders,
maybe Raiders. Yeah, I don't know.
Giants. They might overpay him. Like we might offer him something. He might say, oh, they offer me $18 million a year, so I might go there.
If he plays well this season and goes on a bit of a run and wins 2 games in a row, we could definitely see him in another team because it's like a revival of the Mason Rudolph train. But right now it's time to verse the Bills. But cornerbacks, yeah, I agree with you. I think it's JPJ. Levi Wallace, he's been a bit of he's been just so odd this year.
Yeah, he has some good moments, and he has some. There's no in between. Is either good or bad.
Yeah, I can't figure him out. Like we got Peterson's played okay, I think at corner.
He's a former Bill too, I think. So
yeah. Revenge game,
or sabotage game.
He's like, oh no.
He said, if y'all send me one of the rings, I'll sabotage it.
Yeah, he's been odd for me. Like I try and get behind him, try and cheer him on, and you'll see him make a good play, like a pass deflection. Next minute, you'll just see him leave a huge hole. And the zone's wide open or whatever. I don't know if it's like defensive scheme or whatnot. I think actually he's going to have a big game too. I think JPJ and Wallace in there, but I think they'll use Peterson one side, they'll use JPJ the other side too.
Yeah.
What else have we done now? We've done all the defense. What about the teams? What about punter? What do you
Let
think?
Boswell punt.
He probably could.
Yeah. Let Boswell punt. But I don't think you want to get hit. I don't want Boswell to get hit because he might be a kick. See, last time he got hit, remember that game against the Browns? He tried to do that fake little field goal and got hit.
It should have been a penalty.
Yeah.
Absolute
that was
joke.
A nasty hit.
They protect everyone else, and then Boswell got knocked out and there was no penalty. I couldn't believe it. I was like, like Brady and all the other guys, and he's just like passes, goes whack, and then he's knocked out and conscious. And I was like, this is a joke. That's they signed wing. They got Harvin there. The only way to me, if they play wing, is if they got to decide today. Like they're going to play him out and get him ready. You're not going to go 2 punters in the game. If Harvin struggles, then yes. Then next week, if we win, then they might play wing. But it's going to be probably Harvin. And I think as well, Chris Boswell, he's the other dude to have a game too. I think he's been kicking well all year.
Yeah.
I think he's been forced into one of them where he missed a 60-yard kick. So he's doing well. Long snapper, Christian 46. I can't say his name because the YouTube algorithm. I've noticed that, by the way. When I say his name, the algorithm says, no, not safe for anyone. You can swear here, but I can't say his name because I get in trouble.
That's crazy. So they always block out the weirdest word. You're like, you block out that, but I said all this crazy stuff. You didn't block that out.
Yeah. I made fun of Wish Kids like about 34 minutes in. You can say all that stuff, but I start saying those words, and I notice that I get demonetized and things happen. So I call him 46, and you guys can put 46 in the chat. What are your thoughts on the kickoff return with Goodwin Iwabuke?
I think he had some opportunities. Like he almost ran a few back. I want to see Calvin Austin run a punt back. He came close last week in the Ravens. I thought he gonna hit the angle on it. He had I think it was like a 40-yarder. But I hope one day he can maybe run one back. That'd be a good start. Imagine that the playoffs. The first punt of the day, the Bills punted to Calvin Austin, and he takes it to the house. That'll build a lot of momentum. That'd be something crazy.
See, this is my mate from Australia. He says Mark is the biggest 46 I know. If you put that in there with his name, then that all works together.
Yeah.
I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I have 46's jersey. I want to get him on the show. I want him on the show. I think it'd be fantastic. But that's true. Dante says, I still like returner as in like kickoff returner. I think he's doing well. I think punt
returner, yeah, not kick returner. I don't think he's might get hurt.
Danny Smith has been coached really well this year with teams. Yep.
He about 20 packs of gum a day. I'm surprised his jaw not broken, but he I guess they help him think better when he's like picking decisions.
Does he eat his food the same way? Like his real food, like steak. He must chew down steak easy.
Yeah, he probably one bite and just go
like a duck. Like, walk down.
Unless you got it all in gum flavor, like give me the steak gum.
Yeah, he's been doing good in teams because in returns, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've got. It's got up a little bit. Average punt yard returns 8.6 yards, 8.6 out of 9.3. So they haven't allowed a TD yet. Knock on wood. But I think Danny Smith and crew with Miles Boykin, James Pierre, some Gunner, some dudes like Nick Herbig or Haywood have been playing.
That was the crazy Gunner. The Giants, that little kick return he had.
I know.
I'm like, come on, man.
Why?
What was this at for us?
It's like Spilly. Spilly went off for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Spillane got let me see his stats. He got 4 interceptions one game.
Yeah, I think against the Packers he had 2. He had 2 against the Packers in that Monday Night Football game. I'm like, what? I thought he couldn't cover.
I know.
Maybe it was us. Maybe we used them wrong. But Gunner, that right there, I think Gunner was sabotaging us. Us for sure. Guess
how many tackles Robert Spillane had? Guess. You won't get it. There's no way.
Is it over 100?
Maybe.
I'm gonna say 90.
Nah, it is. It's 148.
148 tackles?
148. Yeah.
but our team, he was getting stiff-armed and slung around. He can get a single tackle.
Hold on a minute. Robert Spillane had played 17 games, 82 solo, assist 66, 148, 3.5 sacks, 7 tackles for
3.5 sacks. Oh, dang. Get an all-pro year? All-pro Spillane?
7 tackles for a loss, pass deflections 4, 3 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery. Where was that?
All-pro Spillane. We might have to bring him back.
Hey, we had 1 good tackle. He had 148 tackles. That's amazing.
That's crazy. All-pro Spillane. Be a Pro Bowler this year or something.
Is he one? He should be.
He might be a replacement if somebody make the playoff. Make the Super Bowl.
That's why the Pro Bowl was rigged. I don't even watch Minka.
Tyler Huntley got in there. I'm like, what? And Minka only played 4 games, 4 or 5 games.
He should be in there. Minka's not in there. I love.
It's about popularity or recognition most of the time. Yeah.
No. And if you're making 148 tackles, I think he led the league. 148. That's crazy. But even you said Gunner, right? Didn't Gunner run back an 85-yard TD?
Yep, with the Giants. I'm like, come on, man. Like, he could barely. He did a toe tap. He let it go out of bounds. He got the ball at the 40. He decided to toe tap it. I'm like, what is he doing?
I was trying to defend Gunner too. That was very odd when he went tap, and then he was went out of bounds. No, that's the opposite.
Yeah, I'm like, let it go out of bounds so you can get it'd be a legal kick so we can get the 40 yard. We can get the 40. But Gunner, I don't know, he was doing that play right there.
But he got a TD last week, and I was like, we haven't seen that ever. So yeah, we had the leading tackles was Bobby Wagner, 183. That's crazy.
Oh, Bobby Wagner, no, he's 35 now, I think. 34, 35?
8 in a game.
Yeah, he still got it.
He's pretty much in everything.
Yeah. I mean, he's a future Hall of Famer for sure.
Oh, he has to be. The Browns apparently were the defensive leaders too. They were yards allowed, 270. Didn't know that. Baltimore got the most sacks at 60. There you go. That's something they've won. Have that. They've run the most too, rushing 156. And
dang.
Turnover difference, we were 3rd with 11. Makes sense.
It ain't bad. I don't know. Our point differential was negative 20 or something.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do you do? It's over now. The regular season's done.
Yeah, as long as you win, yeah, you can win. You can win by 3 or by 30. You can go down the playbook and the record book as a win.
Let's talk about that and start to wrap up. What do you think the overall chances we have? We've got a good chance to win.
We have a great chance to win. I think all we got to do, run the football. Use the play action. It's gonna be snowing a little bit, so when we do throw the ball and put the ball in the air. You gotta be a big play. You gotta be able to hit on those plays. GP gotta be ready. DJ gotta be ready, and those guys like Pat Fryermuth gotta step up, make some plays as well. Just run the football, really. No lateral things. No pitches to the outside. Straight downhill every time. And the Bills have struggled heavily with the run like that. So that's their weakness, and our strength is to run the football. So there's no need for us to try to outsmart them. Be like, oh, if we're gonna run the ball, we're gonna play action. No, just keep running. Just keep running it down the hill. We should at least see 45 to 50 rush attempts, between Najee and Warren.
50.
Yeah, I want an old school slugfest. I want Najee to have about 30 of them, and then Warren to have like 20.
Hey,
I want an
Mason,
old
just go
school.
and stand out there, Mason. Just stand out there for us.
Remember that game Jimmy G had against the Packers when Raheem Mostert rushed for like 250, and I think Jimmy G only had 7 pass attempts. I'll take one of those. Just go out there and just run the football.
And they're doing it the right way too. If they run Najee 27, 28, 29 times 30, and then Warren gets 15, fine. Like, just play that way. If we're getting 4-point yards a carry, and the Bills defense allows now, I think 4.6. So if they can run over him and they keep Josh Allen cold on the bench, then
Najee playing for a contract kind of too, because they're gonna see if they're gonna pick the 5th year up or they're gonna extend him. So he's playing for his contract too. So he's been playing real good. They can kind of motivate a player a little bit more.
I think as well the Steelers just playing to get out of their own way. Like, they got to win one, because if we lose this one, then I used to give the Bengals a lot of flack too, because they lost like 7, 8 in a row playoff games, right, in 30 years. And now we're getting to that point where if we lose this one, there's gonna be 5 in a row.
Yeah, so, I think the last time we won was the Chiefs, right? I think the Chiefs in 2016.
18, 16, 2016. That's when I went over to, when I was in America, in Canada, and I went to Houston to watch. I was hoping to watch Steelers versus Falcons, but I saw Patriots, because Patriots smacked us.
Yeah, I think I was 14 in 2016, so that was a while ago. I was 14 years old, and I'm 22 now. So yeah, I was 14 in 2016.
Were you the same height, 6'8"?
6'8". No, I was like, I think that's before my growth spurt I had. So I think like 5'6". I was like 5'6" or something. Yeah, like ninth grade. That was like my 9th grade year. I remember going to school. I used to always wear my Steeler gear, But then the next week we lost to the Patriots. I had to hide because my one friend was a Patriot fan. He was trying to find me all over the school. I was hiding from him. I was not ready to confront the Patriot fans.
It was Chris Hogan. Chris Hogan got 190 yards.
A flea flicker. I was like, come on, man. They're doing flea flickers on us and stuff.
Did he score? Didn't the running back score someone? Someone threw something like that. I hate that.
Yeah, I think they had some trick plays, and then I remember Le'Veon Bell got injured in the first quarter, and it was just bad.
Yeah, right. So Dante was 14 as well. I was 26. That's when I was in Canada, having a good time, and I was hoping to go to the Houston, but then we saw the Patriots. So
yeah, I was hoping for a Steelers Packers rematch, but the Packers got blown out in the NFC Championship game, and we got blown out in the AFC Championship game. So I was like, "Yep, that's not going to happen."
We got stuck with Falcons versus Patriots in Houston.
And they blew a 28-3 league and haven't recovered ever since. Isn't it? They haven't recovered either.
Yeah, they haven't. One of the best catches on the sideline with Julio Jones.
Over the top. Beautiful throw too.
And then the next.
And then we had Julian Edelman with the catch to the leg.
That was a game that you're thinking, how do you lose that 28-3? Like, all you do is run the ball. All right, let's get out of here. I do want to go through some fun things though, because I brought this up in the green room, and I just thought it was funny. So if anyone out there who's a Buffalo's Bills fan, close your ears. So from 1991, oh, I love it. From 1991 to 1994, did you know that the Buffalo Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in a row? Did you know that?
Yeah, I think every time the Bills talk about in the playoffs, they bring that same highlight. They'd be like, the Bills, they've been to the Super Bowl 4 times, they lost 4 straight. Yeah. And it was like some blowouts. So that's a little bad.
If you were a player, what would you think, honestly? What would you think about that? Like the process of being there 4 years in a row.
At the first one, you'd be like, we'll get it next year. We'll be back. We'll be back in there, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. And you lose the second one, be like, dang. Keep your head up, though. Keep your head up. We'll be back. We can't hear it back to back. We'll be back. Mm-hmm. Third year, you go out there. You're like, okay, let's get it. And you lose, but okay, I don't know, coach. I might have to get traded. I might have to get traded somewhere. Then the 4th year, you're like, if I don't win this, I'm taking all y'all out. So you might snap on the 4th one, and then you lose that one. And you just gotta. I retire after that. I retire.
Yeah,
I would retire.
I think it's classic.
Never touch a football ever again. I throw all my football stuff away. I would never see a football. I would never watch the NFL ever again. I'll be a straight golfer or something.
then 4 years of golf, it's losing. No, look, honest to goodness, like I think it's a crazy stat because 1991 they lost Buffalo versus New York Giants, 2019, right? Then the next year, Washington, they lost 37-24. Then the year after that, they lost to the Dallas Cowboys 52-17. The year after that, they lost 30-13. 4 in a row. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. I just think it's one of those stats. It's just how do you shake as a franchise? How do you shake that?
Like they still haven't recovered. They still haven't recovered yet. They haven't been back.
No. Yeah, there you go. For weeks. So not only you're like depressed the next year, you make it. But like that. You know how we talk about the roller coaster from 1991 to 1994. It's like, yeah, we made it. Oh, we lost. Yeah, we made it. Oh, we lost. Yeah, we made it. Oh, we lost.
You can't live in Buffalo in the offseason because the fans will be like, hey, that's that receiver. He played for that team that lost 4 straight. No, I'm getting out of here. Take my food to go. Get out of here.
You're gonna got cafes over there or bars called 4 straight, and then around the corners got losses. You know
4
what I mean?
You get 4 straight full meals.
Yeah, I do. I just like it's so funny. It's funny to me. Not to them. Maybe that's why they jump through tables.
Yeah.
You know,
so they can get some CTE, so they can forget about it a little bit.
And they're also a lot of fans. I think they are definitely thinking they're the favorite, right? Because they're Buffalo, Snow.
Yeah, like we got Josh Allen. It's the Steelers. They barely got in the playoffs and stuff. You know, even though we didn't deserve a playoff spot, we earned our playoff spot. You know, no one deserved anything in the NFL. We earned the spot. We won 10 games. We won 5 out of division, and we got there. But they disrespecting us. I see all the media outlets saying the Steelers gonna get blown out. The Steelers. I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see on Sunday.
All right, let's do our picks and we'll get out of it because I have one thing to show you. Good thing to remind me. First of all, we're apparently 0.8% to make it by some stat out there.
0.8%. Oh dang! I can at least get 1%.
AI calculator or something like that.
Oh dang! 0.8%. How do you even calculate this stuff? Like, how do you calculate?
You'd think it'd be 1 in 7, wouldn't you? Wouldn't it be 1 in 7?
Yeah.
How it works. Anyways, here's the sea of blue. What about this? Thoughts?
Oh, well, it might backfire. We've seen that backfire multiple times before. You say it's at 20, what is it, 32-20?
Yeah.
26-14. Okay. Look
at Maurice Jones-Drew. He hates us. He always does.
The Jaguar.
24/7. 24/7.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We ain't scoring 7 points with Rudolph. So that's another one I'm thinking. This is just because I think it was 2000 and 2 years ago when we had might have been Big Ben. Was it Big Ben?
I think it was the last game against the Chiefs.
No, it was Steelers versus Bills in the first round in 2020. I think it was, and we won that game because everyone said we weren't going to win. I think it was
with the Bills in the.
Let me see.
I think we played them. We
went to the Bills' house. Remember?
Yeah. You talking the first game of the season? Yeah. First game of the season.
We went to the Bills' house, right?
Yes, that's the one. DJ had that little tip touchdown and stuff.
Everyone's 2020
wide strip sack to win it.
Yeah, 2020. We won 26-15, and every single Bills fan was like, "Oh, easy victory," you know, and we won. That was the way.
Yeah, I think Allen had 51 pass attempts. Yeah, 50 plus pass attempts that game. They were just throwing the ball all over the place, and he turned the ball over.
Yeah, 26-15. And didn't we get a punt block too, Miles Gilbert?
Yep.
I think something like that. Yeah, like we killed him. So, anyways, near the end of the show, what's your final score? You thinking?
Final score prediction. I'm gonna say Steelers win 23-20. Boswell field goal, 54 yards in the snow.
Ooh,
that'd be crazy. That's gonna be not gut wrenching. That's gonna be like, oh man, come on. And Boswell hits it.
You know what they should do? I reckon they should go for a fake field goal. Presley Harvin should make a football out of snow, right? And as he makes a football out of snow, next to him, he catches a real football, puts that aside, and then Chris Boswell kicks a fake football out of snow. The snow goes everywhere in everyone's face, like a cloud, big cloud goes up. Pres Harvin goes, "I've got it," like out of like. I don't know, like a cartoon like Snoopy or whatever, or what was it, Charlie Brown or whatever it is. He grabs a football, runs away to the end zone for like 55-yard run, and they win the game.
Yeah, or trick play, put the football, turn around, put the football in your shirt, and fake it out. If like somebody have it, I'm like, oh, he got it. Mason still, I don't know, Mason gonna make it to the end zone, but Mason still got it. Just have him running down the sideline. I don't think that'll work though.
What if they just carry Mason on their shoulders, like he's
We should wear all white. That's what we should wear. We should wear all white so we can blend in with the snow. Hey, say GP, lay in the ground and then just get up somewhere.
I could do it with Cal. They did that one year in college. I'm sure they did that.
It was on Boys State. They had that colorful field, and they laid in the ground and blended in and got up, and then he's gone.
Yeah, definitely. Do you reckon there will be a trick play in somewhere in this game or not?
Maybe a flea flicker. A flea flicker, I think maybe a flea flicker
in our game plan.
I think maybe Najee get one. He run. They load the box up. There's 1-on-1 down the coverage. Toss it back to Mason and throw it up to GP.
I thought that last week on the first play when Najee fumbled it because I thought it was a flea flicker, but at the same time it was just fumble because it was just all over. So you got 20-20. We're starting to wrap up the show. I've got 27-23. I think 27-23 is my score. We'll be winning, and the Bills will try and come back, and then Josh Allen will make some stupid throw and then lose the game, and then Bills Mafia will have all the tables ready, lined up, and they'll jump through them all in one go. They're going to be excited. I think Buffalo. It's going to be, to be honest, it's going to be a harder game. Like we take off our black and gold goggles, man. It's going to be a harder game than they think.
Yeah, Steelers fans travel well, so they're not going to be crowded with Buffalo fans. They're going to be kind of like neutral, maybe.
Yeah. And also, too, the last few games, I think the Steelers defense has allowed 48 points or 40 points each. I don't think we're going to see a Buffalo Bill team score 30, 40 points. I think it's a bit different this time with the team getting amped up. And I know it's been crap. Yes, we haven't won games in a long time, but I don't see the Buffalo Bills winning 38-10.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills only got one more win than us. Like they 11-6. We 10-7. People act like they like 14-3 or something. So like they only won one more win than us, and they lost to the Broncos.
Yeah, and if
they lost to the Jets. They lost to some team. They barely beat the Patriots a few times, so they can lose. They can get beat.
And they're only one loss away from being 7th seed.
Yep.
Like because they won last week, they got the division, right? And they're all going crazy. If they lose last week, they're 7 and we're 6.
Yep.
I don't know. Anyways, man, that's it. I think we're done. Thank you, everyone, for being in the chat. Thank you to Honda, Chloe, Dante, Pepper. I know I didn't get to see the chat much today. I was talking here with my mate, DB, talking football, having good fun. And thank you, Toddy, Brian, and a lot of you guys in here. It's been an awesome show. You got any videos coming out in the next few days?
I got of course, the playoff picks tonight, and I got the Steelers playoff hype video. I got that ready for Thursday. That's gonna be a good one. I got the fog machine and everything. It's gonna be clean. Clean.
I like when you get the lightsaber out, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, your content is on fire. You got the violin, you got the lightsabers, you got all that kind of stuff.
You had just random stuff to boost it up.
You had the Hooley, you were the alumni of Hooley Dewey University, like that.
Yep. That's Professor Arsenal.
Well, we do already have Professor Bloke. You know, this bloke here.
All from Pokemon.
Daredevil came up. That's classic.
I think his name actually is Bloke. Yeah, too.
Yeah, it's Oak.
Yeah, Oak. Yeah.
It's fucking great. Can I say that, YouTube? Professor, and you put the BO in front of it, Mr. Oak. It just makes so much sense. It's so good. That's fucking a great one. All right, man. Let's get out of here. Gina, we're just going. We're going, Gina. We're out of here. All right, start again. All right, so who's your thoughts at quarterback?
I think this guy.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. So I look like in 20 years, probably. Not. Yeah. If I got the same hair, it'd be sweet. It's not even grey. It's like sandy colored. There you go. Who'd you choose in the Pokemon when you had the red and blue? Who'd you choose for your starting Pokemon?
I don't think I played those too much. Like a lot.
Are you kidding?
That's the one on the 10DS. The 10DS one.
Yeah, like on the Game Boy.
Oh yeah, I don't think I played those like a lot. I was more of a Yu-Gi-Oh person.
Oh, you
know, like the dueling Yu-Gi-Oh and Beyblade. Pokemon is cool too. I like Pokemon, but Yu-Gi-Oh and Beyblade, I like that a little more.
I was more.
But Raichu and Charizard, those are the guys. Those are the guys.
You choose Charizard. I choose Squirtle, man. Squirtle's my dude.
Raichu cold and Pikachu. I don't know why Ash never let Pikachu evolve. He's trying to stop him from evolving. Raichu was OP.
Mark's gonna be the first person to get blonde hair instead of grey. How that would happen? I don't know. I used to play. What was it? You ever play Street Fighter?
Oh yeah, Street Fighter. Yep. I think my favorite fighting game is probably Tekken. Street Fighter's cool too, though. But Tekken, that's the one.
Did he say? Woo shit! What was that?
The Hadouken. Hadouken. Yeah.
Oh, I always thought it was a woo shit.
The Hadouken.
What is it? Is it Hadouken like that?
Yeah, Hadouken. Yeah, Hadouken. I don't know what it means, but he says it.
That's when we had Oladukin, and I was like, Oladukin, and no one really cared about it. No one gave two shits.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All right, let's get out of here. All right, thanks everyone. I'll see you later, and thank you, Arsenal DB. Let's have fun, man, this week doing the content and good times. And yeah, damn, not me, mate. Actually, I wasn't good at Tekken.
Yeah, Tekken went hard. Yeah, you pick. I picked either Lee, you get Jin. Going crazy.
I was that Tiger. Who was it? The Tiger?
Oh, King. Yeah, King, the little Tiger wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was him. But I didn't. Do you ever play Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat is great too. Kung Lao is the GOAT. Kung Lao the GOAT.
I was
the hat.
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero?
Yeah. I thought he was cool. We better go because otherwise my YouTube analytics will just turn into Mortal Kombat stuff. And nobody will come back for Steelers. All right, guys, I'll see you. Yeah, Sub-Zero all day. We agree on something. I'll see you guys later. Go Steelers. Here we go.
Peace out.